Hello, current sixth graders who are soon to become our seventh graders at Bedford Junior High. This is Mrs. Johnson. I am your assistant principal, and I am also here to talk to you about registering for your seventh grade classes. So I hope that's something that you're getting excited for. We are here. First of all, I want to go over our mission and vision statement. Our mission statement is to enable our students to learn. Bedford Junior High School, it prepares our students of today for the world of tomorrow. Our school community provides an environment in which all students are able to learn to their full potential intellectually, emotionally, socially, physically, and for lifelong learning. And our vision, what we would like to see from you before you leave to go to the high school, is that you have become organized, responsible, respectful, and proficient. Okay, a day in your seventh grade life is going to look a little different than it does right now. First of all, you'll still have a 7-period day, but your classes are going to switch hourly. Hopefully, they'll be back to a normal school year. So we're going to be optimistic in this presentation. You're going to be able to have a 25-minute lunch with your friends and a 25-minute homeroom time. We will allow for 5 minutes of passing time between all classes. And Mrs. Green is the seventh grade assistant principal. Mr. Majewski is the seventh grade guidance counselor. We do also still continue to provide lockers for you as well. You will be enrolled in your core classes. English 7 is a class that every seventh grader has to take. Reading and writing are combined as 1 hour. Michigan standards, Pearson textbooks, and novel units are used for the curriculum. Students with IEPs, you could be placed in resource room or co-taught English depending on what suits best. Seventh grade math includes Big Ideas Math again. It integrates critical thinking skills and hands-on learning. Students with IEPs could be placed in resource room or co-taught math as well. We do offer Advanced Math 7. This is an integration of 7th grade curriculum and 8th grade curriculum to prepare you not just for algebra for 8th grade, but also to fill in those gaps that students can sometimes get when they do not take 8th grade math and skip right to algebra. Teacher recommendation is needed. We do give a placement test in the spring to determine eligibility for entry into this class. You also need a minimum of a 3.5 GPA in your current math class. Seventh grade core classes also include Science 7. This includes physical, life, and earth science. Seventh grade social studies is the Eastern Hemisphere of our world. You'll be learning about Asia, Africa, Australia, and Europe. You'll be learning about the countries there, the culture, the economy, the history of those countries. And also a required course that every student has to take is our PE, Health, and Computers rotation. Physical education is a semester class. The dress code is obeyed by all students. You wear red, gray, or white. It does not have to be Bedford clothes, just in those colors. We have some exciting news. This summer, part of the bond work is going to be our new gym floor and our locker room lockers. Those are going to be new. We will not be providing students with lockers for overnight storage. And if students would like to lock their things up during class, you will be needing to bring your own lock to school. We won't be handing those out. However, we will have a lot more space in the locker rooms, and students will have a nice new gym floor to be able to play on. In health class, which is a 9-week class, we discuss physical, mental, and social health. We go over the Michigan health model, which you utilize, and also computers class. So computers class covers digital citizenship, troubleshooting, and introduction to code.org. So you have English, math, science, social studies, and this required PE rotation. Those are 5 of your hours. The 6th hour is going to be your homeroom lunch hour. So the last hour that is part of your day is the one that you will be selecting. So your elective classes, there's a lot more options in 7th grade than you currently have in 6th. You may still participate in year-long electives. We offer orchestra, band, and choir. Students who are currently in the music department, you can easily join those programs again. If you are looking to join as a seventh grader and have not been a part of band or orchestra, those are classes that you will want to let me know directly and let Mr. Meggett, Mr. Glover know those, Mr. Thomas, because we want to make sure that you have an instrument you can practice with over the summer to catch up. Art class is also offered as a year-long class in seventh grade, which is a really nice introduction to the eighth grade class year-long as well. We also offer Spanish 1 as a year-long class. This class does afford you high school credit if it's earned. So what that means is you have to either pass the class with a 60% or higher in total, or you have to pass the final exams, which are quarterly, with a 60% or higher. This class does allow you to fulfill 1 year of your foreign language requirement at the high school. However, what I like to caution families and students with is taking this class will not determine whether or not your child graduates from high school. Certainly would never set up a system in place where kids would have to take classes here in order to fulfill high school requirements to graduate. So this is an elective that students should take if they are interested in taking a foreign language. This should not replace something that is something else that is of interest to the kids, because we do know this class does become popular. So when you're looking at your electives, make sure that you're picking electives that you are going to be comfortable with, that you're going to be happy with doing for the entire year. Our last elective rotation for seventh grade is our elective rotation. Seventh grade students will experience a new class every quarter. Classes will be offered, determined by demand of students and teacher availability. Current classes that we offer are Tech Ed, which is woodshop, art for 9 weeks, current events for 9 weeks, and life management. So this is a really great class for kids who just don't want to have to settle in for an entire year of elective. They want to try new things. They want to see what they are actually interested in. And this class also allows students some change and movement and meeting new teachers and new students as well throughout the year. So again, with the electives, students are going to be receiving a registration form in their email, and we'll talk about that some more at the end of the presentation. But you really do need to be looking at what you're really interested in and what's going to keep you motivated to stay interested and happy throughout your seventh grade year. We will actually be continuing to offer the virtual school platform Edgenuity next year for all grade levels. So this would mean that your student would be a part of Bedford Public Schools, but would not be attending in person every day. They would be getting content delivered through the Edgenuity platform. And while they would be assigned a BPS teacher as a mentor to monitor their progress and to communicate with each week, they actually will be doing the curriculum that Edgenuity provides. However, all virtual students are still considered full BPS students, and they can participate in any of our clubs, sports, extracurricular activities that we provide here at the school. Speaking of extracurricular activities, seventh grade eligibility does become important. Eligibility means that you are maintaining a GPA of 2.0 or higher in the average of all of your classes. This will allow you to participate in sports. So at the start of seventh grade, because you're finishing up sixth grade, fall sports have a clean slate. We do not look at eligibility for fall sports. However, as the year progresses, including the sixth grade mark or the 6th week mark for seventh grade, which would be during the first set of fall sports, we do look to students having 2.0 GPAs or higher to not have to worry about being placed on probation or being taken off of sports because of poor grades. So make sure you're doing your part as the scholar and scholar athlete. And a reminder, electives are a part of seventh grade GPA. They are not in sixth grade, but they are in seventh. We have a consistent grading policy here based on current best practice. And Our quarter grades will be weighted 80% for interim assignments, which could be projects, graded homework, tests, quizzes, things that the teacher feels the students can show mastery on, and 20% for formative assessments. These are the practice that the students do throughout the week in order to get to mastery of certain skills. So that when you see the grade book, it'll look the same as it does in 6th grade when you get to 7th grade. Again, being optimistic, we are going to be offering our academic supports in its fullness next year. We have Schoology access for every family, of course. Hopefully, parents, you have gotten your parent code from one of your teachers or the office and are able to access your students' grades on Schoology. You also may be sending your kid to 8th hour after school, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next year. For extra support, we do have teachers in a typical school year who stay after and tutor students in all subjects that they're struggling in. For students with IEPs, we have special education support. Here in the office for emotional, mental, and social support, we have our guidance counselors. We offer Math Lab on a typical year for students during homeroom time. They don't have to stay after. They can go during their homeroom or their lunch and get extra math tutoring for their grades. We have an ILC room, which is an independent learning center, and students can be sent there to get caught up on work. This may not be a consistent thing. It may be if there's, a lot of absences or there's just a bigger issue for one unit in class where they need more help. And we hopefully will be bringing back ZAPs on Fridays where students can stay after for a prolonged amount of time to get caught up on work when they're really behind. So we do offer a lot of things in academic supports, and being optimistic, we'll be back to that next year. Please be involved in our extracurricular activities that we offer here at school. We have sports and community ed classes. Next year, we'll be back to offering our junior high sponsored clubs, which are free to students. Teachers typically are sponsoring those and teaching students things that they are interested in. We offer student council, National Junior Honor Society, and Quiz Bowl, which are all really great opportunities for students to excel in. Next year, hopefully, our roundup, which is when students will get their locker assignments, their schedules, will be receiving paperwork that you had to sign as parents, will be August 24th, 25th, and 26th. We do have a lot of construction planned at the junior high over the summer. So what would prevent this from happening or changing dates would be anything that would be getting wrapped up from all of those exciting projects that we have going on here. So students will have the opportunity to practice opening their lockers, receive their Chromebooks that day. They'll follow their schedules and they'll see their classrooms. And that's also a nice day for students to come back and be able to see their friends from over the summer as well. So in this email that you received, you have gotten to this video. Your student is going to be receiving the registration for classes through their school email. That way, when we collect back the information, we can register them directly as that student. That registration form is going to be due Friday, March 26th. After all registrations are received, a confirmation email will be sent to the student and to the guardian with their email on record with a confirmation of the classes to make sure that all parties agree that those are the classes that you would like your child to take. But again, please have your child look at the registration form that we are sending out to them. It's going to be a Google survey. Please fill that out with your child. They do need to mark their first, second, and third choices in the electives and to let us know if they would like to take that advanced math class. So those are all important things that we will want to know through that form. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, I'm Heather Johnson. I'm one of the assistant principals here. My email is heather.johnson@mybedford.us. My number here is 734-850-6206. These are the email addresses to our elective teachers if you have any further questions about their classes. And in this registration hub on the second page are links to videos that they have all created for you to know more about their classes and what's offered there. So I thank you all for listening to this presentation. Again, we are hopeful that we are back to normal next year. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.